Today is July 12th, and it's been 7 days since I stopped adding to this compost tumbler our middle grandchild calls Chester. And you can see that a lot of the stuff, the greens have decomposed, and it's breaking down rather nicely. We've had some temperatures in the 80s, or reach 80, and very, very little rain. Very few cloudy days, so we've had a chance to really bake in here. And you can see the paper plate's not really broken down, but they're well on their way. And I did not add any yeast. I didn't add any compost. I didn't add any fish hydrolysate. I didn't add any lactobacillus. I didn't add anything that would encourage faster decomposition. This is just the month of July, and it's doing really, really well considering. I mean, I have a few, looks like a broadleaf plantain, but even that's breaking down. That's a rugged plant. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing for the next week, for the next 7 days, and you'll see a huge, or you should see a huge, huge difference come another 7 days from now. And I'm anxious to look at it myself because I really haven't specifically monitored my composting on a 7-day interval basis. So I'm learning as well. I do know that I have a fast decomposition method, composting method, and I haven't gotten into a few other ones, but this is just to show you that I'm still learning, but I've mastered pretty much the fast decomposition and having a compost pile at least siftable for 50%, if not 75%, within 3.5, 4 weeks. So about a month, if you want to call it that. And I can make compost really fast, especially if I have 10, 12, 15 piles going, not in a compost tumbler such as this. And I can make a lot of compost in a summer, but it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of dedication on my part. But that's all I have here. We're a glacial deposit area, and the soil is very, very poor. I couldn't even get grass to grow for a few years until I had to make all my compost to fill beds because I couldn't dig into the soil because it's all gravel and rocks and powdery sand. So I had to make tons and tons of compost in order to make my garden beds above the ground. And I've gone into that method, hugelkultur style, keyhole style, and it's worked very, very well considering what I started with. And I do have to make my soil here. That's all there is to it. And I'm a lover of making compost, so I am in heaven doing this day in and day out. I love it. I'm very, very dedicated.